Hello everyone. So I got off work unexpectedly early today. So I got home and what did I do? Well, I headed to the shed. So I grabbed one of my favorite beers out of the fridge, Stella. And I got some Japanese whiskey with me, Suntory whiskey. Picked this whiskey up yesterday. Went in to buy some scotch at my local liquor vendor, and they had this on sale. Never really tried much Japanese whiskey in the past. This brand I was told was good, and I go in there and it had to be on sale. It was $6 a bottle off, so Scotsman loves a bargain, so I bought some. And it's actually pretty good. Just a little dribble there. Yeah, it's got a nice smooth flavor. Not much of a nose on it, but it's quite light colored too. I don't know how long it's aged or what it's aged in, but it doesn't impart too much color from what it's aged in, but it's still pretty good. Suntory whiskey. Highly recommended. I think $6 off, it was 40-ish a bottle. Not too bad. And of course, Stella beer, can't go wrong there. Tasty. So I didn't just come out to the shed to drink beer and whiskey. Oh, that's plenty good reason. Main reason is I wanted to show off this new wire stripper I bought. This is a Stripmeister E250. I think I got it came in the mail last Friday. Something like that. The E250 means it'll strip up to 250 MCM copper. Well, copper I mean. Or aluminum, 250 MCM is the size. So anyways, I didn't so much buy this for the larger wire. It's actually easier to strip by hand anyways. But it's the smaller gauge, like number 12, number 14, number 10, that's hard to strip. So this is the main reason I bought this. And it's self-propelled, it's got its own little DC motor and everything. So this is a common design. There's quite a few of this style on Amazon. This one is assembled, I'm not sure, in Canada somewhere. So the reason I went with this model, a couple of reasons, is just because you can get spare parts for it. And it was on sale. So it was on sale, it was like $150 off, I think it was. It had free shipping. And they give you a free parts kit. Oh, there's a cat out in the garden, not ours. So. Anyways, I digress. So yeah, on top of that, it came with a free cutter and some other free spare parts. So it was a pretty good deal. This one is more money than the no brand Chinese ones, but not a lot more money. Buying this one on sale, I didn't pay a lot more than you would for those ones. So like I say, the main reason I bought it was for stripping like this number 12 X-Link. This stuff is very time consuming to strip by hand. So that machine like this can really speed up the process. So the way it works, there's a guide on this side. This wheel controls the height of the cutter. There's a little speed control on for the DC motor. So I'll just show you how it works. So just got to bring the cutter up. They say the wire should go in at I forget the degrees angle, 20-degree angle, something like that. So I just run the cutter down until it's just barely touching the wire, and then they say to go another turn and a half. So which one? Fortunately though, even though it's number 12 gauge, every wire manufacturer is slightly different, so the jacket might be thicker and thinner on one. So once you get it set approximately, you just take a short piece of wire, run it through, see how it's cutting. So that guy is not all the way through, so I'll run it down another half a turn on the knob. And perfect. Comes right off. So once you've got that set, you can feed through some longer pieces. So, like, to do this by hand takes you a long time. A lot of times, you'll just pass up the, you won't bother stripping this stuff because it's really hard to strip and time consuming, so I know at the shop you just take it in. But you're losing out on money if you're turning it in with the insulation on. So that's just how easy that makes it. So just that way you probably double the value of the wire right there by taking the insulation off of it. There you go, nice little bit of copper. They make these up to, I think, 1000 MCM or 1250 MCM. But again, like I say, I think that bigger wire is easier to strip by hand. I probably would only strip up to about like number 2 or something with this thing anyways. But see, got another piece of number 12. So yeah, as long as you feed it in and it doesn't get hung up, it just takes it right through like nothing. And again, nothing to it. So they do make this cutter, just a bare cutter without this motor part, and you can actually chuck a cordless drill into it. Pretty effortless, pretty nice. So if you think about getting one of these, just like say the E250 or the E500 is probably the ones I'd get, because you're not going to encounter that larger wire that often in copper anyways. So this is the stuff you're more likely to run across, the number 14 or number 12. Just a little bit of number 14 out of some Lumex. Again. Just going to go a hair more. Just run it through again. There she goes. Nothing to it. Just take a little bit of time to straighten the kinks out of it a bit. Feeds a lot better that way. Also pays to pay attention there. If you're not paying attention, you can actually get it in above the cutter, which I just did. So once you feed it in properly there, it strips it no problem. So you want to get it so it's just cut fully through the insulation, but not too much into the copper. That way your cutting head will last a lot longer, apparently. Actually, I'll just see. I think I got a little bit bigger stuff kicking around. I'll just show you that works too. Okay, so this is a piece of number 2 RW90. So now you got to go to the biggest opening in the cutter guide. Move the thumb wheel up. Right there. So I'll go 2 turns on that guy. Oh yeah, perfect. This RW90 insulation is really tough, so strip that by hand would be difficult, but just that easy. So anyways, yeah, I've had this for a few days, been playing around with it, but so far it seems to be a pretty good product. It's the E250 by Stripmeister. It's worth checking out if you're planning on stripping lots of copper. Bye for now.